It's just going to be BMT and BMC knocking this out. So, what's going on, everybody? This is Joe from BMT. I am here with the godfather himself of the Negro Manosphere, of the Manosphere. This brother keeps it true. I love his content. I love what he brings up. So I had to get him on. We needed to chop this up because we haven't done something in a while, and I know we haven't done the Black Men Congregation. So we have a special one that we wanted to do. So we wanted to do this topic that I've seen been buzzing around on Facebook and different social media, Instagrams, and I'm seeing a lot of women and some simps are mad. They're mad because as of Monday, a man got out of prison. No, not OJ, not George Zimmerman, not Trump. Somebody who did something. The man's name is Rae Carruth. And what happened is, why would they be mad? Because this man did something. And some of y'all are going to disagree with me. But I tell you right now, every man has a choice. Do y'all not see that whenever a woman gets an abortion, they say you are in charge of your own life. You make your own choice. Well, I'm pretty sure he must have read that shit when he went to Planned Parenthood. He must have read that. Because Rae Carruth had a choice. Whether you agree with his choice or not, he made that damn choice. The choice he made was a woman that was pregnant with his child that threatened to take his life. He took her out. He killed her. After that, he planned out how everything was going to go down, went to court, did his 19-year bid, and now he's a free man. Man, tomorrow, welcome to the show. How you doing? I had to do the introductory. Why are so many women mad at this man? Why are they holding against this man like he done wronged them?
Because the perception is that he should have let the sister live and like work it out with her and all this kind of stuff. But apparently in this case, there was another option. It was a drastic option, but there was another option. And y'all need to stop playing with men out there. If you know that your only job, that you just want to be a womb hustler and you just want to mess around with a guy and get pregnant and turn around and turn the tables on him and pull some Kaiser Sose nonsense, trying to trap him with a kid and stuff, like, not every man takes that stuff lying down. And this is one of those cases where things got very drastic for that guy and the future of his child and her. You have to understand is that you are not obligated to have a family. Just because you give someone access to your body, that doesn't qualify you to being somebody's wife or anything like that. Now, keep in mind, we're not saying what he did was right or wrong. What we are saying what is right and wrong is that, especially if you read the text messages or followed the case, because I did, you have to understand that all this could have been solved with family planning. All this could have been solved. But she decided that she was going to do otherwise. Like, the way she was talking is kind of like how women talk in Maury before, like, the results come out and that ain't the dude's kid. Like, that's how she was acting, So I don't agree with what he did. But keep in mind that when you push people into a corner with a child, this is some of the things that could happen. So that's all I got.
All right. Like I said, I want to bring up, and I'm going to actually bring up I have the case, because again, this case is 19 years old. Okay. That means when I was just coming into that of moving out, shit, I was already out at 16. This man was just now fresh in his rookie career. Is his rookie career in NFL, correct? And
I think it was that or his second year.
Yeah. as the Carolina Panthers. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't going to take this line down. And I try to tell, listen, people will only get pushed but so much. Yeah, I mean, hear me when I say this. People will only get pushed but so much. I understand there's accountability. But when you play with somebody and you play with their money, you might not like how they play back with you. Now, what I'm showing y'all right now, make sure I pull it up. Y'all are looking at, I want to make sure I pull it up, the Rae Carruth. The Rae Carruth was Rae Carruth, released from prison after serving 19 years in murder of Sherika Adams.
Yeah, Sherika.
Sherika Adams. Okay? So he did 19 years. Now, mind you, when it comes to any type of domestic case involving a child, they normally hold the person in for the amount of years until the child is old enough. Okay? So that means that boy is 19 years old. Okay? They can't touch him. He can't have any kind of contact with this boy. I don't see why he would try to. But this is it. Former Panthers Rae Carruth walked out of prison and back into the free world Monday at 8:02 a.m. on a cold, clear October morning. God damn, they knew everything about this man. So he done got out of Sampson Correctional Institution, about 190 miles east of Charlotte. So that way they put this out here so the victim could know exactly where he was, what time he got out, and everything. They even tell you his serial number, which they always do when a person is getting out of prison. They have to inform the victim when they're getting out of prison. Okay. He is now Ray Wiggins. Okay. Also known as Rae Carruth. Also known as Free. No, I can't make this up. He also is known as Ray Wiggins, also known as Rae Carruth, also known as Free Man. Yo, a man had to write this shit. A man had to write this shit. Yep, by Scott Fowler. I told you, man, most men don't have a problem with this story. They don't. They don't. Why would they call him a free man? About 10 TV trucks and a couple of dozen members of the media awaited Carruth's release in a parking lot that bordered the prison. Carruth didn't speak to reporters before entering a white Chevy Tahoe being driven away. Tiffany Trice, a longtime friend of Carruth's family, said shortly after he released that Carruth just wants to move on. You see what I'm saying? A woman picked him up. So y'all can stop with this bullshit that he's an enemy of women because a woman picked him up. Okay? Ray was picked up by family this morning, and that's about all we're going to say, right? Trice said by phone. She said she was with Carruth, and that was the former Panther didn't want to do an interview. Also didn't want to disclose where he planned to live. Carruth must meet occasionally with authorities wherever he lives for a 9-month period as he's supposed to do that for requirements. If y'all want to know anything about his case, just like M.O.T was just telling y'all, but we're gonna break down why men don't really have no beef with him. Most men don't. You can have all the look. They literally got all the logs of all the shit about this man. Like he almost got a whole audio book. That's amazing. The Carolina Panthers first round draft of 1997. I remember that. Pretty much it touched everything. They tell you about his girlfriend. And if you follow this, and we're not going to go too further into detail. But one of the ticking points about this man was that I think what took him over the edge was she said that she was going to ruin him. That she was going to ruin his life. Let's talk on that. M.O.T. Is it wrong? Why is it that most men are not, they don't have no type of upset, they don't have no type of beef against what he just did?
Well, it's the act was heinous, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of men who go through these situations every day. I know they put themselves in those situations, but most people don't want to have kids, especially with people who they don't like and they got to be forced to be around for the next 18 or 19 years. Again, the act was heinous. However, when somebody says they're going to destroy you, and like people respond to threats differently. Most men, or most people, rational people, sit there and be like, okay, let's work it out, blah, blah, blah. But this guy chose another route. While I do not endorse the actions of this 30, probably 38, 39-year-old dude, we have to keep in mind that at the end of the day, this dude served his time, and he served a lot of it. Did he deserve to get out? Probably not. That's the problem with the criminal justice system. Because the guy who actually did the murder, I think he got life. And quite honest, Rae Carruth should have got life. But this goes to show you, if you have enough money, you can pay for a desired result. But again, stop thinking that you're owed a future and a family with somebody because they're doing way better than you. You don't know how people are going to respond whenever you try to take someone's livelihood away from them and make it your own. Please keep this in mind. While this was wrong, and we already know that, this is a very low percentage thing that happens. But in actuality, this should be happening a hell of a lot more often, in my opinion. Because when you try to take something away from somebody from such a period of time, what happens when that person want to take all your time away right now and up front? That's not an incorrect thing to even think about or anything else. It's hard for people to grasp because men are supposed to just put up with stuff all the time. We're never supposed to bend or break, but this dude broke and he did something crazy. Y'all have to understand that other than it being, a woman, if this was a man, we would never tolerate a man doing this to another man. But at the end of the day, actions have consequences that you don't see. That's why it's vitally important that you vet the person who you try to have kids with, let alone try to take something from. You don't know how people are going to react to that in society. Again, his response was inappropriate. But then again, once you push people in the corners, there's no telling how they're going to respond. And this is one of those responses that you get. And I know this, the girl has a lot of sympathy from, a certain subsegment of women. But you have to understand that the actions that she said she was going to take drove this man to do something that was unconscionable. Well, the only thing she could have did was just work with the guy, try to be amenable, and try to handle things in a certain way. But no, she decided that she was going to not only do that, but rub it in his face publicly that she was going to do that. Telling all the family and friends and all that kind of stuff, all those things. So when you seek to hurt a man's reputation in public, these are some of the things that could happen. Now, I'm not saying should, I said could happen. So make sure the lesson to learn from the Rae Carruth thing is you're not owed a family because you let a man have sex with you. You're not owed that. And you have to vet who you're dating because it's impossible to think that this guy woke up one day was going to do this. She probably knew this guy could possibly do something this crazy, but crazy just don't happen in a vacuum. It's just a bad situation, man. But at the end of the day, She tried to take something away from this guy that she didn't earn. So she got her prize, a life sentence of her own. Sad, but I don't know what you do with it. Hey, go ahead, Joe.
I think I was picking up some feedback of something else, so I had to fix that. I do apologize about that. Hang on. Let me. M.O.T is trying to be very cordial to y'all, and I do appreciate him for that. I had time to read almost a day, 2 days worth of posts and messages and people saying BMT, and shout out to M.O.T, but I just hit him up about this. Ain't no black man gonna hold him for this. None. This is what you get when you push a man past his breaking point. You play the game. But what happens when somebody plays back? You don't know the hours and the time that he committed and he spent to get into it again. And yeah, I'm not saying that, hey, I condone murdering of a child, but I've had lost a child. So I know what it's like. The child's alive. But understand, they got together. You got to go out of the strip club. They moved around. Should probably wore a condom. That was stupid on his part. But when you're consistently going on social media, the news and different other outlets, saying how you're going to take them to the bank and different other things, after a while, the devil starts playing on a man's shoulder. You see, I want you women to understand this. I really do. Just like y'all have postpartum, believe it's real on the other side for the man, because most men, there's a reason why they get away from you or they leave you. See, you don't know about that Rae Carruth other option, where they're like, I'm not gonna stop my life for you. You're not gonna take my life. I'm gonna take you out before you take mine. You see, y'all can say, well, he should have been, well, don't worry, he corrected his mistake. He felt he made a mistake, he corrected it. And you may not like how I'm saying it, but I'm just telling you for real. This probably teach a lot of you women. Whoa, maybe I need to be careful with these men I be fucking with. But if you know, this was a man who had money and had something to lose. Let's put that into perspective. This is a man who had money. Now imagine when you fucking with Ray and Pookie, who don't have shit to lose, works a 9-to-5 job. Now you got a woman who says, listen, I got the baby, you got me pregnant. You can't keep it. He told you that. You say, well, fuck it. I'm gonna hold you responsible. Now you already know this dude is known for running the street and doing crazy shit. I want you girls to understand this. This is a father, a brother, and a man talking to you. I'm trying to picture in a Rae Carruth kind of world why most men are looking up to the, and there's going to be some man who is sitting down and say, wow, I liked how he took his life in his hands. I'm going to do that. You can't say I'm making this shit up, because M.O.T and I, we spoke on it. And I'm telling you right now, guys like him look like martyrs. Because when he did that, other black men started shooting women too that were pregnant with their children on the court steps, mind you. So y'all can get it any type of way you want to get it. Ray and Pookie don't got shit to lose, but they didn't have shit to lose. I'm trying to let y'all understand this. You play with a man. Listen, sometimes, and I'm telling you, some of you girls, like I saw one girl said, she said, I couldn't afford to tell him that I was pregnant. I just gave the baby for adoption. But I knew that this man was not capable of handling another life. If you want to raise, if you know this man, I'm telling you, the women, if you know the man is not capable of making conscious decisions, either you better keep this shit to yourself, or you better find some way to deal with this on your own. You could try to take him to court. But again, Ray and Pookie don't give a fuck. Some of y'all, I've seen y'all videos with some of y'all, y'all keep on listening to Wendy Williams. You go fuck with a married man, and think you're gonna go to his household, his stomping grounds. Why do y'all think Bill Cosby knocked that woman down the fucking stairs and beat her ass? Did Camille leave her? M.O.T, did Camille leave Bill Cosby after he beat that woman's ass out of his house and knocked her down the stairs? Did he leave her?
No, not even after he paid the $3 million. She still didn't leave.
Just think about that. His wife normally knew that he beat a woman's ass, kicked her down the stairs, and threw her out the house and paid it off. And they still were together. I'm trying to let y'all side chicks know the game is cold, baby. Y'all play a stupid game, you will get a stupid prize. I'm trying to let you know right now, you can take this man to court, but if the courts find out he already has a family, they're not going to allow you to take that much money. If he already has a wife and kids and a whole nother lifestyle, you are the side chick. You do not take that much from the main household. Why do you think you only get that $100 or $200? What the fuck is that? That's their money to go off to eat for dinner. That's the reason why y'all keep playing with guys who got that Rae Carruth mindset. He said, fuck that. I'd rather take the charge. If anybody gonna take my life, it's gonna be me. Y'all don't like me saying this, but I'm trying to tell you how the world is. Y'all say black men ain't shit. So imagine what that man you said ain't shit ain't gonna give a fuck. And believe me, white men do it too. Actually, men do it all together. You ain't gonna threaten a man's lifestyle or livelihood and think you're going to walk unscathed. Not all men play by the same fucking simp ass rules. Not every man's gonna play a Kobe and put a fucking ring on your favor. I'm gonna say something that Jay would usually say. Women, you better protect yourself. You know that man done nut up in you, you better take your ass, go get a loan, and take your ass to the goddamn clinic and go flush. You don't like me saying that shit, but believe me, it's gonna hurt. But if you already know that you're doing wrong if you can't do it in the light, best believe you better keep your ass in the fucking shadows. Y'all ain't gonna like me saying this shit, but best believe, had she been quiet and they done that shit in the dark and handled that shit, she'd probably be alive today. And I'm not condoning what he did, but I'm trying to protect a lot of you motherfuckers from ending up like she did. Because there's a lot of dudes who don't have the money like he do, and they understand that. And they knowingly will leave that child. This is why y'all be taking him over to that ain't shit dude's house. He don't give a fuck what that baby mama, his girlfriend do to that child. He don't give a fuck about you, and y'all still gonna keep fucking with him and get pregnant again. Rae Carruth had money. Those niggas y'all be fucking with, most times they don't got no fucking money. So they give zero fuck. And the more kids you got, guess what? After you have so many kids, child support can't touch you. M.O.T, I'm passing it over to you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you gotta stop playing games with people, man. And you gotta stop thinking that you can humiliate a man in public and think there ain't gonna be no consequences for it. This is just one case. There are tons of others. This is just right here is just probably the most famous because of where this dude worked at, which was the NFL. You see women who's about to give their kids up for custody disputes, they jump out the window, kill the kids. Happened in New York, I believe, a couple months ago.
Yep.
This is why the act of procreation is something that you have to take seriously. You can't look at it as some short time come up. This is my reparations. I'm gonna make this dude pay for 18 years. No, not everybody's gonna take that like that.
Mm.
You need to
Talk
care
about it.
more about yourself and everyone else around you, so that way you don't become a burden to people. I'm pretty sure she had family, friends, all these type of people who would rather her be here right now, as well as me. I wish she would have never took that public kind of tone to trying to destroy this dude and all this kind of stuff. I wish he would have never been driven to that point to where he thought he had to do something like this. But then again, it all comes from the mind state that she brought to the situation. Mind state she brought to the situation is that I'm gonna have this kid. Now, you're gonna get a lot of pro-life people who I don't trust. They all come up and like, oh, well, it's a child. Well, I'm like, well, she should care more about the environment you put the child into. Because
Facts.
if this dude were to do this type of violence, it's unconscionable that this dude didn't go upside her head a couple times before he did that. Because you just don't go from guy catching footballs to guy plotting weapons with murder. You just don't do that. Just a for real estate person. So there was really no need for her to do that. She already had her own money.
Yep, she did.
But she wanted more than that from a guy who clearly didn't want to give it to her. Not only did she take, but she, pardon the pun, is on celebration about it. And this is how this dude responded to that, which I
But
don't
she was
agree with.
bragging about it. That's the
Yes, he
thing
was.
that
That's crazy.
y'all women better understand. Stop trying to use the child support as a motherfucking come up. That shit gets you. That shit, y'all, these bitches be killing me with that child support come up shit. Come on, M.O.T. They don't be trying that shit. Basketball wives, houses, wives of LA and shit. All these motherfucking side chick bitches getting shows and shit. Y'all better be glad there ain't that many Rae Carruth out there. A lot of y'all bitches be dead.
They have them overseas in like third world countries, man. Like, this is how come women are on lock. And it's just like Arab women. You don't see Arab women on TV acting a fool like this. You hardly ever see any Latino women on TV acting like this. Nope. So their culture is just different. I'm just saying, this is a situation where we have to stop and be like, look, there was potentially 3 lives lost here. Rae Carruth, that girl, and that child. All 3 of their lives were impacted by her actions. I'm going to put 90%. His actions, I'm going to put 10%. Now, what he did to her to get himself in prison, yeah, that's 100%, 0% on her side. I'm just saying, look, I know mistakes and accidents happen. But how mistakes and accidental pregnancies don't happen is how she was in public after she decided that she was going to destroy this dude. You have to understand, like, okay, where I am in life. I distrust most people because I know they're here for the wrong things. And how much time I spend every single day up 18 hours, sometimes 19, 20 hours a day just to stay where I am for somebody to possibly I sleep with for what? 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I could turn up losing everything. Do you know how mad that would make me? Oh, I get the mind state that the dude was in. It's not like I was acting on it because, I have too many things in place to make sure that never happens. But you have to understand that you have to care about everything because sometimes you don't get to walk back some mistakes. Some mistakes you don't get to walk back. He don't get to walk back that his child has that, horrific disease by having the oxygen cut off to him by the mother being in that coma. Now that dude's life messed up. That dude just served 19 years. The kid's probably 20 years old.
Yep, he's 20.
Everybody life messed up. Dude, no winners. There ain't no winners here. All because the mother thought that she was going to do X, Y, Z to this guy. What happens when that guy says, not until I do it to you first? Because we never expect men to act like that. But most men do think about that. Like I said, I wish this kid wasn't in that situation. I wish that kid would have been named Rae Carruth. He wish the whole situation would go away. But we got to be able to learn the lessons from it. But the men, bet the women who you were with. Because even though she had her money, she did turn around and play some hood chick bullshit about how she took it. Which means the money meant nothing to her that she already had. She just wanted so much more. And that she was going to have this kid no matter what. And just some things that you just can't be doing. Yeah, it's just that that's why planning your life out is so important. So that way you don't put yourself in these circumstances. Because you don't need to be in these circumstances. Learn from other people's mistakes. And this is something neither one of them are going to be able to live down for as long as they're on this planet. Every day they wake up, they got to think about this situation. What he did and what he did to that child. He has to keep thinking about it forever. Don't be these people.
Let me point out something to y'all. And now I'm just sitting there drinking my Corona. Sometimes when I start drinking it, the truth just flows out my mouth. Right now, we know guys like Chris Brown, his baby mother wants more money. Lonzo Ball, his baby mother, she want to raise the child support to $30,000 a month, or she gonna write a tell-all book about everything and all the dirt about his family. I think who else is there? Tyrese. There's a few other men. So miss me with that bullshit that this shit don't be happening where these women don't be trying you. And the thing about it, like M.O.T was saying, like he didn't just get to this point. There were steps. Nobody just hears about a baby and said, gotta kill the bitch. Like, I mean, if that's the case, then damn it, nigga, you was already on a whole nother chessboard than we thought you were. But the thing about it was, what makes a man get to, I would rather do 19 years of prison than have to give you 19 years of my financial hard earnings. What that points out, because I just told you 3 cases. You saw Tyrese on there crying and doing all that emotional crazy shit. And though a lot of y'all people are laughing at these people, a lot of y'all people are looking at these brothers and say, he's weak, he's that. But see, what happens when he's by himself drinking? What happens when he gets a text message and she starts to see him with his family, and she said, I'm going to take you for everything you fucking got. You see, y'all, I'm trying to save some of y'all niggas right now. And some of y'all ratchet bitches too. Because when you threaten a man or you threaten somebody's lifestyle and you don't know their struggle or what the fuck they did to get there. See, they understand this. This is why I like Lucius Lyon on Empire. Because I'm going to kill you before you take what's mine. I'm going to find a way to destroy. Y'all already know Chris Brown don't mind knocking the fuck out of a woman. So I'm surprised this girl is still alive. Y'all already know Tyrese is emotionally unstable. Y'all already know the Baller family is corrupt as fuck. I'm giving y'all, I'm hoping y'all seeing the limelight. See, I'm good at showing y'all this type of shit, but I want y'all niggas to understand that when you push a man who is reasonable past the fucking threshold. See, they had that scripture in the Bible about a woman has her scorn. But see, a man likes to rage a war, but he plays for keeps. You see, my daddy said the worst way you can kill a man is from taking his life away. Take his fucking assets, take his money. But see, what happens when you threaten his livelihood? You see, that's when that man says, I got zero shit to lose. Y'all can say, Joe, you doing too much. But nah, nigga, I'm trying to tell y'all how the game goes, baby. I done seen niggas done dropped on the street for goddamn $50 in a pack of cigarettes. So what is it to a millionaire to do this shit? Y'all gotta understand, when you got that kind of money, you play by a whole different motherfucking set of rules. When you go into a man's house, it ain't nothing. It don't always have to be the man. It could be the woman that he's fucking with. Word, you gonna come at my man? You gonna come at my family? You gonna threaten me with a baby? You don't think he gonna tell this woman to knock her off? This is why y'all gotta understand. Y'all better learn to start betting these people. Y'all better learn to start, like Jay says, stay in the lane of the side chick. Don't advance. Don't pass. I don't give a fuck if you hit the lottery. Don't approach this nigga. Because you open up a whole motherfucking door of problems. You see the bitch that done tried Drake saying that, he sexually harassed me. Now Drake's taking her ass to court. You see, men are getting tired of these motherfuckers thinking that you can fuck with them. He said, I already got one bitch got me with a child. Don't worry, you're not going to fuck me up, bitch. I'm going to get your ass. Now, I ain't going to say, y'all brothers, y'all need to start wrapping it the fuck up. If you know you like shooting blanks in these bitches, go get your goddamn ass snipped. Go get snipped. Take your sperm. Put it in the fucking bank. When you find a woman that you want, say, listen, I'll give you some money. Carry my baby. Give me my baby. And then I can go about my life. If you know you got to shoot up in abroad, please go get your snips. If you know that you cannot stay faithful, listen. Tell this woman right now, listen, you're not going to get shit from my woman. If you still want to suck me off and fuck with me, I'm letting you know right now, this is the game. This is what it's about. You think Trump gave a fuck when that goddamn prostitute showed up at his door and said, listen, you ain't getting shit from my house, bitch. Now, a lot of y'all thought that Trump was sweating her. Melania Trump already knew about that bitch. She said, listen, woman, I'm with the fucking Russians. I will murk your ass myself. Now she's getting sued for $50,000 damn dollars. I'm telling y'all right now, man, stop playing these games with these men. I'm trying to let y'all know right now. Listen, I'm not a man. Listen, I already had a woman try me with that fuck shit. She got me for a few dollars. But see, she didn't think I was the type of man that would actually show up. And I do I follow through on my cases and shit. I don't owe a bitch not a goddamn dime. I'm passionate about my shit. You ain't gonna take my kingdom, especially you ain't put a goddamn brick down. I'm hungry for mine. And a lot of you men need to be the same way. I ain't telling you to go around and shoot a bunch of bitches now. But I'm telling you right now, y'all motherfuckers need to be accountable. And y'all women too. Y'all can say, oh, he's wrong. He killed the black queen. Fuck that. She wasn't no fucking queen. She's a goddamn stripper. She showed her coochie every goddamn Thursday night at Bobby's Sugar Shack. She go right there in the back, pay $70. You can get your goddamn dick sucked. They played the game. She made a few more advancements. She got lucky with a goddamn NFL player. And you see, do y'all ever wonder why is it that the NFL tells players don't go to strip clubs, don't go to clubs, don't go to parties, stay away from these bitches? Y'all go look up the rules to how the NFL players have to conduct themselves. I bet you'll be surprised how often NFL players get in trouble for domestic disputes and violence. Look it up. Y'all think that shit just happens? That shit's overnight. Just like man, I was saying, this shit happens more than it should. M.O.T, does this not prove that the law is not fair for everybody? I gotta give it back to you, Godfather. Is it not true that the law is truly not fair for everybody? But a lot of these brothers think that the law is even on all sides.
I mean, the problem is if the laws were anywhere near fair, he would have took those options. He simply would have took those options. But the point of this isn't, it leads people to drastic circumstances like this. Like I said, I don't agree with what he did, but y'all have to understand the mind state of what happens when you spent a whole bunch of time building something and somebody just want to come through and just take it away from you. It does put people in those circumstances where they no longer care about a whole bunch of stuff. And it's a sad situation, but this should have never happened. None of it should have never happened. He should have never been in that situation. He should have never been dating her. The whole thing, but y'all don't understand. Like, let me give you from a mind point of somebody with something to lose, man. Like, dude, yo, nobody wants to go through that, man. Tell you right now that nobody want to go through that. You think it's easy getting into the NFL? All that type of work that you have to do, you have to put your body on the line every single day, never been able to hang out, never been able to do nothing in your life. And the moment you get the first time you are getting paid for your actual work in the NFL, after you've been on this path through what? High school, those 4 years, never having any summers off. And that's only if you play one sport. No, let's say if you play multiple sports and it's different. Something you have with stuff. Then you talk about college. You know, you have to compete again at a higher level. All this kind of stuff. But you turn around and all of a sudden you have to give it all up. That ain't fair to you, man. And it's hard for people to get sometimes, but you got to understand that your life is worth something. And every time you make a move counter to stuff that don't make any sense, you're going to have to respond in kind and in nature in a way that don't make even further more sense. So you might as well stop while you're ahead, find you somebody who's reasonable, who you can work with. Usually the first options that come along are probably the worst options, just like in this case.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. I know some of y'all dudes, y'all be getting caught up on that damn pussy. Where y'all think that this is the best thing I've ever had in my life. Let's sit down and give y'all some game. I think me and M.O.T haven't had a big cousin and a big uncle talk with y'all in a long time. Some of you brothers are gonna start making some money. Maybe not today, maybe not this month. Hell, one of y'all niggas might actually hit the lottery. And when that happens, women are going to start coming around you. Women that you never had access to. Women you never dealt with. I understand this now. You need to be on guard and be ready. And you need to start learning how to invest and abstain yourself.
Yeah, Joe, I'm back.
You back?
Yeah.
Okay. But we need to have this talk because just because you now have money and finances, see, there's a reason. I want y'all to think about it. There's a reason why do you ever notice that a lot of rich men do not get a woman that is harder than them, that is sexier than them? They don't get a woman that's much more beautiful than them. They don't. Something within their range. If he knows he's a 5, he'll probably get a woman that's a 6. Possibly a 5 or a 7, but nothing too high. And you see, the thing about it is, a lot of you brothers, y'all need to start learning how to reserve yourself. Now, women, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you know that you think you got a chance, you got something going good for you. You see, I'm gonna tell you also, a lot of dudes if they see you got something good going on, this is why a lot of you girls, when y'all get these nice little jobs at call centers and you're a nurse or some shit, this is why a lot of the fuck boys be trying to get y'all pregnant. Joe's gonna be going in for helping y'all. Every so often before Halloween, cousin Joe likes to try to help some of y'all niggas, but y'all do stupid shit. So we're gonna do a little. We got to start doing nigga Shark Tank, because we need to tell y'all, when you start getting some money, people are gonna start coming to you that never fucked with you before. M.O.T, please, I know I'm not making this shit up.
Yep.
You remember the days when we was in the military, that random people will start, random hot people will just start coming up to you and throwing themselves on your lap.
I'm telling you. And it's not all of them, but there's enough to where it does happen. And if you don't know how to handle them in one setting, you definitely won't know how to handle them in another setting. They do all types of videos. We used to do all types of training on what to look for. It didn't matter. But these dudes gonna put themselves in that situation no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you gotta look at. It's sad, but sometimes, man, if you can't turn it off, man, you're gonna be in a world of trouble, dude. World of trouble. And it's not gonna work for you, man. And you don't have any rights, and nobody have any sympathy for you. So since they don't have any sympathy for you, you should be the person who's careful the most with the actions that you take.
Facts.
The most. Because it didn't matter what happened. They were still going to look at you like, you know what, you should have known better. Like, how's that? Yeah, you should have known better. No matter what, you're a grown-up to them. When they want to mischaracterize you. So where it is, I'm just telling you that this is your life. And you only get one. Don't mess it up. Because this one mistake of rage and foolish ideas and planning and being around the wrong people. Okay, his idea was bad. What does that say about the piece of shit dude who actually took the actual actions and actually did that shit? What does that say about that piece of shit? How you gonna talk somebody who hangs around you into shooting somebody? Like, another thing is the people who you hang around. Because if he was to hang around somebody with a clearer head than his, because you have to be the person who's the clearest head in your personal circle, they could have easily talked him out of that. Easily talked to him and getting counseling and everything else. But when you're in that NFL world, everybody's kissing your ass and everybody's telling you that you're the shit.
Yep.
And he'll like, yeah, hell yeah, man, you can get away with that shit. Yeah, now all y'all life fucked up. Not only his actions, but somebody wanted to prove how down he was, quote unquote, that he was going to do the unthinkable. Now he got life. Put himself in a situation that had nothing to do with him, and now he got life. Stuff is not worth getting into, man. And it's better to have your own shit together than trying to hang around a motherfucker who do. Have your own shit. You should have been seeing this dude a couple days a week. Not really hanging around that dude to the effect that he was hanging around. I don't know what to say, man. No winners.
I mean, there is none. And this is why, like I said, y'all gotta this is why I encourage a lot of brothers. Listen, when y'all say, well, this person got money, they don't hang around me as much. The reason is you're no longer in their social network. Not really. If I'm doing something productive and I'm making moves and I'm making money and I'm doing things that are elevating me to make more money, and yet you're not really trying to come up, I ain't say you got to make a lot of money, but if you're not progressing like I'm progressing, we don't really have much in common. There's a reason why when I joined the military, a lot of the friends I did have, I didn't really have much to talk to them about, especially the ones that were still in the same old town. I didn't have much to talk to them about. When I came back out the military and I started my company, I still didn't have much to talk to them about, but they still were stagnant. Understand? Just like Rae Carruth just proved, Ray and Pookie don't have shit to lose, because if that brother had anything going for himself, he would have not listened to him. If anything, he would have talked him out of it.
Especially for the amount of money that he did it for. I thought he was gonna live some shit down there forever for less than $1,000. You gonna kill somebody?
Fuck that. You need something to set me for life, motherfucker. You need something to set me for life. If I leave this country, I know I'm gonna be straight. Tell y'all, Ray and Pookie don't have shit to lose. Ray and Pookie don't mind taking their chances. These are the type of motherfuckers that be in our community, that be setting us back, that be taking hits. This is why those damn fucking dope boys, they don't mind using those type of motherfuckers. Hey man, guess what? I'll pay you $500. Go ahead and hit this person. Oh, okay, I'm getting paid. You taking $500, motherfucker? Your lawyer cost $2,500. The fuck? For you to bail or get bond, that's $3,000. You need $300. Now you got $200, but you got to appear back before court. Plus, you got to pay for. You see? Do y'all see how this game is playing out? See, some of y'all don't know about this shit, but we trying to put y'all on to some shit. Rays and Pookies don't got shit to lose. This is why the black community loves these motherfuckers. They're disposable. They're droids. They ain't got no type of thought process. Go, seek, and die. She played the game. She thought she was playing with somebody who was a baller. Rae Carruth didn't give a fuck. And a lot of men, they say, hey, don't fuck with men the wrong way. And what's crazy, the men who agree with him, let me tell you, like I said, the reason why they so much agree with him, because a lot of them, at some time, a glance, felt the same way he felt. Get mad at me if you want. Did you know, and I can tell you right now, and M.O.T will back me up. Did you know if you try to get a government job and they find out that you have a child out of wedlock, they can turn you down? Depending on the security clearance, they can turn you down.
Oh, hell yeah, for a security clearance. In a heartbeat of a security clearance.
Now, I don't want you to think, well, I got a job at the VA, and I got a child. They don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm talking about a real government job. We're talking about going up the epsilon ladder. They find out you have a child. Oh, you don't have no man? Oh no. You don't have no woman? Yeah, but I got 2 kids. What's who? Oh, you know what? Better yet, we'll call you back. Well, then when they say they'll call you back, that means it's over. But usually they can tell you right there on the spot if they're hiring you or not. They'll tell you. They're not fucking with you. But you're a liability. You fuck up one time with that woman, guess what? Now the courts have to summon you. The courts have to summon you. That means the government has to get involved. That means they have to tell how much you make, what you're doing, all stuff, and they're not about to take that L. This is why most countries, most backgrounds, they force you, before you could talk about having a fucking kid, you got to get married. You have to be stable. This is why you don't see no housewives of fucking Islam, housewives of fucking Latino. You don't see this shit. Housewives of Asia. You don't see that shit. Housewives of Jews. You're never going to see that shit. You don't see those type of problems with them. Get mad if you fucking want, but I'm trying to tell y'all, black people, this is the game that we have before us. It's up to us to take our pieces off the board and walk the fuck away from the table. You can't get mad at me and M.O.T for saying this shit. We just telling you how it is. You need to we gotta do better, man. We got to do better. I think our next topic that me and M.O.T. we're going to talk about, and that's probably later on, most likely tomorrow, is why Pan-Africanism doesn't benefit Black Americans. Can't wait to do that topic. Please turn in. I hope a lot of you Hotep Nashi motherfuckers tune in for that one, because it's gonna be a nosebleeder.
Or else, I mean, if they have a better argument, do some replies to it.
Please reply. We love replies. Hell, if you want to come on the show, you're welcome to come on the show. Please let us know if you want to come on the show. You're welcome. We do not jump people. We like to have intellectual discussions with people. But you would have to prove to two well-traveled men why Black Americans should get behind Pan-Africanism. Why should any of us take our dime and put it into goddamn Africa? I will wait. I got no kid. Listen. I will not listen. When those girls at McDonald's asked me to give would you like to donate something to Africa? What the fuck? Ain't Kanye over there? What the fuck you asking me for money? I ain't giving you shit.
All over the African Americans here, but we're gonna talk about Africa right now.
Right.
All right.
I don't see no Black Americans rushing to go to Africa for college. I'm sorry. Please show me that charter. But y'all show up over here to go to college off of the shit that we built. Miss me with that bullshit.
They come to agriculture school over here in Texas, and they go back and make something of their land back there.
No.
I don't see nothing wrong with it, but
I'm just saying, y'all.
American just to go over there just to be, I don't know.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome for what our ancestors, me and M.O.T's ancestors, me and Doug's ancestors, me and Jade's ancestors. You're welcome for what we fought for and died for. You're welcome. Don't worry. We got our ass beat on the streets of Mississippi, Alabama. We got our asses beat all through South Carolina and Charleston and Lynch for y'all Africans to come over here and reap our benefits. You're welcome. Trust me. You're welcome. Thank you. Y'all accepted the white man. The white man still hasn't accepted us. Congratulations. You're welcome. Y'all can't get mad at me for saying that shit, man. Y'all can't get mad. Don't worry. Wait till Kanye fuck up one time. Don't worry. They'll kick him out. He'll be back.
Oh, hell yeah. He will be armor roasted the fuck out of there in a fucking heartbeat.
Don't worry. Kanye be back. He's like a boomerang. All our Black people that go up to the White House, they always come back. It's a boomerang. It just hasn't come back yet. We'll catch him. He ain't come back yet. Wait. He ain't coming back yet. He'll be back. It's a clockwork, y'all. Y'all didn't like him. And this is a sign. Y'all didn't like him when he said fuck Bush. Y'all didn't like him when he said fuck Taylor Swift. But then he puts on a hat and y'all love him. So what happens when he takes off the fucking hat? Is this Super Mario? Is this Mario now? Is this that's all it takes to get into white society is putting on a hat? Then damn it, I've been doing it wrong trying to get these doggone job interviews. I've been doing it wrong for a long time, man.
I can't even believe this shit, man. Like every time I look at that shit, I'm like,
Kanye be back. Give him some time. He'll be back.
Yep. Give him a couple seconds. Actually, as soon as his presidency ends, he'll be back.
He'll be back. When we get our Mexican president, our Mexican president is on his way. He's in the caravan right now. He'll be back.
Probably gay and everything else.
Oh, I can't wait. The next president will be gay, Mexican, and transgender. We ain't gonna know how to fucking deal with that dude. We really ain't. We really ain't. I'm gonna be like, shit, fuck. I don't know how to deal with you, man. Like the fuck. How do we judge this? Okay, all right.
Well,
I still got health insurance. I do. Okay, we're good.
I mean, because if he gets out of office before all these people lose their health insurance, oh boy, it's gonna be hell on the fucking planet Earth.
That's all I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting for. I'm trying to see what's going to happen first. I'm just trying to see who's it going to drop on. There's a ball. There's a balloon in the air.
I mean, because the economy is about to crash. These people about to lose their fucking health care. Like, dude, there's a lot of shit that's about to fucking take hold. That motherfuckers just don't even fucking realize it. I'm just gonna wonder what's it gonna be. Because these companies are still outsourcing jobs. They haven't hired anybody. They did nothing but stock buybacks with these fucking tax cuts. They didn't really raise wages all that much. You had a couple companies who said that they gave people like, what was it? AT&T gave motherfuckers $1,000 and then they turned off and laid off like 800 people.
Yeah, I find it very interesting. AT&T, yeah, you did. You gave people money, then you fired them. I don't. Was that like their going away money? That was very contradictory.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of shit that's about to fucking go off in this bitch.
I just wanted, like I said, for me as a black man, I'm just going to sit on my porch and watch.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit on my porch and watch. That's all I can do.
No one else to blame but they self. Oh, boy.
I will watch.
I hope they have the Supreme Court, the House and the Senate.
Everything's run by Republicans. Everything's run by Republicans.
Yeah.
So if everything go to shit and crash, then it can't be the Democrats this time. It's actually the Republicans.
Dude, they're done for 50 years. If all this shit happens and hit before he leaves office, they're fucking done. Done.
Y'all ain't gonna have to worry about me too.
And as soon as he leaves office, Donald Trump got to worry about New York City. And that's Southern District in Manhattan. And the state of New York coming after him for that funky ass charity that he was running. So, yeah, man, there's a lot that's about to come down the pipe.
I'm going to tell y'all how to save America. Legalize prostitution.
Yes.
If you legalize prostitution, you'll be surprised how much money you're going to make back. Just do it. I know y'all think I'm fucking around with y'all. And M.O.T, if you give me an M.O.T 45 minutes, we can tell y'all right now, we can actually show y'all how.
Let me tell you, it made women act right like a motherfucker.
Legalize prostitution, and you will be surprised just how fast this country turns around. You will have jobs. It's gonna be a lot of jobs. There's more females than males. You can have them get health care. You can put them on the healthcare system. Suicide rate will probably go down, most likely, because men won't feel like they can't get no pussy. You can pretty much get it. If you have a job, you can make them, hey, how much does she cost? $30. There you go.
Now, I'm not talking about no government vouchers for that shit. So
you don't get government. You're not going to get government vouchers for goddamn pussy. You won't pay. There ain't no discount. After 10 uses, you get 15% off.
I don't know, man. It's not like you can get some Groupon for pussy. Why not?
I mean, you can try. I mean, pretty much the female would pretty much be her own private seller at that point. She'd be her own private seller. I would probably, like I said, I'm telling you right now, America, Trump, if you're watching this, legalize prostitution. You will very well see a very big turnaround with women.
This treason won't even matter at that point. I mean, that's a whole bunch of shit that I wish he would do now. I mean, because he's clearly not gonna serve them 4 years. But hey, man,
I
hey,
want to see. I want to see that caravan. I can't wait to see that caravan get to the state border. It's gonna be like it's. I'm looking at it like Starship Troopers, where the giant cockroaches are coming. What do you do for that?
first of all, the story's not true. The hype is all real, but the story's nowhere near true.
Is it not? Is it 7,000?
No, they said like I think like maybe 12 to 1,500, but you know the media, man, they lie about everything. They don't really give a fuck about.
I'm thinking like a whole goddamn little country coming.
No, man, it's only like 1,000 people. I mean, but they already got thousands of motherfuckers waiting already. This is why this don't matter.
You know what?
They have like 1,000 motherfuckers on the daily.
If y'all need, listen, open up them abandoned compounds y'all be putting people on, and put them people to work. We got a lot of work need to be fixed up in these countries. We got fucking fucked up roads. Hey, you got a lot of free labor coming up here. You offer them health care and everything, they'll come to work. They'll work.
What's gonna happen? It's somebody who gonna get a state or federal contract like your boy, and hey, y'all want to work? Okay, all right, okay.
Put them to work.
Yeah. I'm just saying truly that I don't think it's that big a deal, by the way. All these people wanting to come here. I don't even give a fuck. It don't even matter. I just don't want them getting tax breaks and shit over people who's already here. That's the shit I do not agree with, period.
Can't take my job. Shit. Like I said, this is why we tell y'all, especially black men, you need to work and bust your ass to the point where they can't touch your job. They can't take me and M.O.T's job. We are not worried about that. They're going to come to us for jobs. I'll see Pedro in a few more days if he ever makes it to South Carolina. I'll see him a few more days, and I'll be like, okay, can you shovel sand, cement? Can you do that? $3 an hour, really? Okay. I'm sorry. Listen, any of y'all brothers who need a job, you better get your ass to work now, because when Pedro gets here, I'm not going to turn down that free labor. Sorry, the white man does it. I'm going to do it too. So y'all can get the fuck out of here with playing by the rules, baby. That's how the rules go. Lowest cost, he gets put on by the boss. Y'all don't believe me? Go look at some of those bids, those auctions. Shit be real. We just playing the game too. That's how America was built. Y'all thought it was built off of righteousness and justice. Who told y'all that bullshit? Who told y'all that bullshit lie?
That's why them Italians, them Germans and shit, man, they couldn't wait to be white. What the fuck? Them motherfuckers took the first thing smoking to be white. Them motherfuckers didn't give a fuck about that shit.
Just telling you how it is, man. All right, we're going to wrap this up. M.O.T, you want to tell them about the great Black Men's Congregation, the great Godfather himself.
All right. We didn't have a show last week, but now I'm getting my setup so that way I could give y'all dispatches from the field when I be traveling and shit. I'll be meeting a lot of very stupid and insane people out here. And y'all have got to hear what some of these people have to say. So what we have is Black Men Congregation, men's group that's centered around the 4 black men, but you know everybody else can listen. Now, however, the Facebook group is called Black Men's Congregation, men only. You have to be a black man to join. Sorry, it's just the way it is. We're not going to flex on those particular things.
Mm-hmm.
You can find that YouTube page and you can join up and be able to ask me and Joe whatever question that you have. So that way we can help you move along in the world. Just have you moving right out here, man. So that way you don't end up like Rae Carruth or his girlfriend or that child of his. You could be nowhere near any of those situations. It can be. All it takes is just a little bit of planning and a lot of bit of patience and a lot of bit of no fucks given once you get your shit together, and you could be just like me. So that's what we got.
That was beautiful. I loved it how he played that with this. This is why he's the motherfucking godfather of goddamn content, man. Give it up for the goddamn man of tomorrow, man. Y'all gotta give that up for him. He did that shit right, man. He said you don't have to be a Rae Carruth. You don't have to be his girlfriend. You don't have to be like the baby, and you don't have to be like that dumb simp motherfucker that's in prison doing life. Y'all come to the Black Men congregation just like he said. You can get your learning. And y'all can live a nice, healthy life like M.O.T. You understand me? If you want to come on the show, please let us know. Hit us up in the comments below. We would gladly like to bring you onto the show. We do content with different YouTubers now. Also, we also are having our co-hosts and some of our analysts. They are leading the charge in different topics and shows. Which last show was led by Lady J, our analyst. She did an amazing job. I must give her the props. She's in the chat right now. Giving a shout out to Jay, our head mod and moderator, Doug. We also have Anti-Gravity. We do welcome a lot of you brothers on to the show. Usually when I'm drinking, I am, writing content down. M.O.T. is usually keeping it straight, keeping order amongst the Black Men's congregation. We thank all the brothers who have been in the Black Men congregation, supporting the channel, and putting in their content. We do appreciate your content, because what that is doing by y'all putting in y'all content is allowing Black men to get to look at content. I told you, we're going to try to set it up where Black men can have a catalog of content to get to look at and get to judge from. So we ask a lot of you Black men who are content creators, please have your shit in order. So that way, when these brothers get to see your content, you got to match it. You got to make it match. I'm very excited, but M.O.T. is getting he's getting the equipment ready. So he's going to be doing on-site and on the road interviews and talks. That's already, and we only been going for like a few months, right? Like what, 2 or 3 months? With it?
Yes, that's like 4th of July weekend.
Yep. Now he's talking about doing on the site. You don't even get YouTubers to really do shit like that, but he's already trying to do that. I told y'all, we competing, baby. We're not trying to take second or third place. We're trying to do shit that we going on the road. I know he's already out there, so y'all, it's hard to beat a truck driver. That means he gets to go see all kind of shit. I'm jealous. Well, not really, but I'm the co-host, so that means shit. I mean, if he said like, listen, I'm doing the show Sunday, go. It's good to have a great partner like him. All right, guys. So with no further ado, please like, share the video, support the video. Thank y'all for everything. Again, y'all already know tomorrow we'll be doing the show. I know tonight we're going to be doing a show with Jesse Ville Show. It's also going to be on the Jesse Ville Show YouTube channel. Please check him out. I'll probably put a link in my YouTube. You brothers who are part of the Facebook, you'll probably see the link inside of our Black Men Congregation channel. Please come on over and support the brother. We're also going to have Queen Anne TV. I believe is going to be dealing with dick policing. So, and that's a pretty big issue that we're seeing where people are being told.
Queen Anne?
Mm-hmm. Queen Anne TV.
She's going to be a woman's going to be talking about dick policing.
The world is changing. The world is changing.
You know what? Shit. Wow.
Hey, I told you, man, we are doing things, man. We are grabbing people left and right to do stuff, man. We're trying, man. When you can get a woman to agree to do a show about dick policing, you know you've come a long way in life. You come a long way. Did you hardly ever can get a black woman to talk about dick policing? That's the opposite of what they talk about. Let's hope Cynthia G don't see that show, but she's gonna think somebody sold out. But all right.
Man.
All right, y'all. We gotta go. We'll see y'all guys later. Enjoy the content, like the video, and we'll keep it moving. Peace.